Hello and welcome back to another video. So on today's video I'm going to be trying to sharpen the blades on the topper. So I'm done with the topper now for a while, so I want to take it off. I want to clean it up first, so I'll just give it a spray down and see if I can get rid of as much of the grass on it as possible. I'm going to try and sharpen the blades then and give it a grease and see how that goes. You'll see there as well, my tractor has no windscreen. I did not break it, surprisingly. I've had it taken out to be replaced because it's just all scratches from over the years. I don't think it was ever replaced. So I'm going to get some new glass in there so that I'll be able to see what I'm doing a bit better. And the doors are off as well. So the door here, the handle needs to be replaced. So myself and Dad are going to try and tackle that ourselves now as well. And I think I'm going to try and spray out as much as I can on the tractor, and we'll try and grease a few points on it as well, just to have that done. And that will be the majority of what we're doing today. I need to keep an eye on Michelle below. Today is her day for bulling. Dad has been down already this morning. All has been quiet. So hopefully it'll be the same when I go down now. I went down yesterday evening and I brought the tail paint just on the off chance that she'd be lying down and I could just, and she was, and I did. Now I only managed to get it on the top of the tail, but hopefully that's still there as well. It'll just help us, you know, especially when they're all the way down there. They're just not easily spotted, especially if I'm at work tomorrow and things, because look, we have to watch for a couple more days yet. But yeah, I just literally went over as quick as I could and I had it shaken and everything ready to go, and just got one or two swipes down the top of her tail before she got up, but hopefully that'll help us spot her anyway. Another thing I want to show you, you'll see it better now when the cow has the calf, hopefully in a couple of days, because I'll be tagging the calf using it. But I got the crate repaired. So I think I mentioned it in a video a couple of weeks ago about the calf that we were doing, and she was rocking the crate because the base was gone in it, and it was just, it made an awful job of it trying to hold her. So I'm just going to show you here now what it looks like. I forgot to take a video of the before, but it's in enough of my videos anyway. It was rusted and falling apart, and I'll just show you now what he's done. Ger, the fella who does pretty much everything for me around here, did this as well, so it's a great job, so I'll show you now. So this is what it looks like now. Spray painted it and everything because he always has to have everything looking nice, but it's great. So this was really stiff before, so I was having to pull it apart, whereas now it's lovely. I've got the new base in it, which I'll show you closer in a minute. And then the big problem we had was this. So this was just very loose, so if the calf pushed its head up or out, this used to pop out. And my dad, years ago actually, and that's how long it's been a problem, years ago got a smack of it on the head when he was dehorning on his own, because it just came out with such force from the calf. So it's just meant that when I'm dehorning, if Dad has to hold the calf, I was having to keep my leg on it like this, and then trying to hold the calf's head and dehorn at the same time, and it could just be really awkward. So I asked her if he could do something about it for me, and in fairness, he came up with this. So this just slots in here again, as always, but then he welded these two pieces on here, and so basically now all I do is put this through, and it can't go anywhere. So it'll only come out at a certain point, and they can't go anywhere after that. So delighted with it, I must say. It'll make things a lot easier and safer. And look, if Dad isn't around, I should be able to just work away myself now. It'll just mean that they'll be far more secure in here. be saying it looks clean until you finish up and you see the layer of dirt and grass on the ground, but I've just pulled it back in now because it's drizzling away outside, so I'm going to leave it dry for a while. I'll clean up the mess here. I'll go down and check on the cow, and then I'll go up and get Dad, and hopefully by the time we've done that, we might even do the door first. And yeah, it should be dry enough then. I'll get under it and hopefully get the old angle grinder out. Obviously I have to be supervised because I've never used an angle grinder before, but I think I know what I need to do. I just don't exactly know how to do it. So this could be interesting. I will try and video it. But yeah, we'll get a few bits done before that anyway. When I tell you that was an ordeal, oh my God, it was an ordeal. So we started off with the door handle, and the new door handle had bolts and a nut instead of screws like the last one had. So straight away it was just awkward to do because there's very little room to get your hand in under. So we tried to do it, then I had to run up and get a pointy pliers, and Dad was able to do it with that. Then the plate on the door handle is much bigger than the old plate. So when I put it on, so it took 40 minutes to put it on, okay? Now that included taking off the other one, but that took literally 2 minutes. So when we put it on, it was catching on the door, so it was getting to that point and I couldn't close it. So anyway, Dad forced it closed, but then I couldn't get it open because it was stuck on the other side of it. So I had to sit up on the tractor. I did not record it because I was sure that I was going to have recorded an amputation or something, but thankfully I still have my 10 fingers and toes. But basically got the grinder and tried to grind between the lock and this bit here. I say try, I did do it eventually, but let's just say it wasn't the neatest work ever. Can you see it there? I mean, look, it was my first time using a grinder. So I got it open anyway, so that was fine. And look, it just meant I took a little bit off the latch there as well, or whatever you would call it, but it's still fine, it's perfect. And then I actually went away and had lunch, and I came back and I was just setting up the camera and Dad was telling me what to do with it, and I was like, yeah, fine. And next thing I look up and he's doing it. So I'd say his patience was well and truly worn. He couldn't watch me do it anymore because I don't know how long it took me to actually get the door open. But look, I got there. So he just smoothed it out a bit and I smoothed out this one just so that I don't catch my finger or hand on something and rip it off myself. So not the nicest work, but it does the job and perfect and opens no bother. So at least we have it done after about 6 months of saying we'd do it. And then I tackled the blades on the topper. Now I gave them a rub, so hopefully they'll be sharper. I don't know. Now I know I was told that you don't have to have them sharp. It's the speed, it's not the sharpness. So, but I did give them a rub and they look quite smooth and things. So hopefully that bit at the base of the blade is doing its job. I don't know. I'm not going to say sharp because it's not sharp, but yeah. And I just greased it then as well. That's this video. Not a whole lot in it, to be honest, but yeah, if anybody wants a tutorial on angle grinding, sure, I'm an expert now. So I can show you. Oh yeah, that was an experience, but yeah, like a job that will probably take someone who knows what they're doing 15 minutes. I'd say it took us like an hour and a half in total. So it's kind of, the day is gone, but look, it's done and that's the main thing. I'll take the topper off tomorrow evening after work and I want to put on the transport box because Dad wants me to bring down some earth from the pile we have above for his lawn. So I'm going to do that. So look, at least it's done now. So thank you for watching. If you liked it, give me a like, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. Thank you.